Hello, everybody. Welcome back to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. It's gonna be very confusing for people that are joining us for the first time. But we've been off for a little bit. That's why we're saying welcome back. We are here with our awesome friends, including our new friend Caden. Everybody say hi, Caden.
Hi, Caden.
Hello, Caden.
Hello.
Good.
Hi.
You guys know it's gonna be good when Caden also said hi, Caden. Perfect. Welcome to the group, man. Beautiful. Yeah, welcome. We have our new player. Welcome. For everybody else here, including Caden. Take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. As you can see, we are missing a couple people as Kay's character Prisha is still in the throes of the Violet Court in the Feywild, trying to save the world and whatnot, or the Feywild world, I guess. So, which isn't ours. So like, wrap it up. We got stuff to do. Shout out to the Friday group. It is full of fucking chaos right now over there.
I love how you're like putting it on Kay when you're in fact are the GM of this.
I mean, hey, this makes sense. And Kay said, yeah. So.
And she did walk off the path.
Yeah, I didn't tell him to go off the path, Matt. I think I told him to think that was exactly the opposite.
Jeez.
And she's and they're not here right now, so we can say whatever we want. So that's what happens. Anyways, all right, back to the game. Welcome everybody. For those who have no idea what this is, hi, we are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, having 5 parties living, existing, and breathing. For those that do in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Estera. Announcements. We're back. I've been off for a week. Hanging out with some kiddos, playing some Daggerheart with them, which was pretty fun. Teaching Daggerheart, which is great to be teaching it over and over again so I can get better at teaching it and also kind of remembering for myself. But yeah, it was a blast. Super nice, somewhat relaxing at certain times. And Miranda was there too for the first time. This is her first year joining us in that group. So. As the camp nurse. So I got to tell all the kids, like, guys, I kind of have a crush on the camp nurse. And they all said, Joe, stop talking to us. No, they're very sweet. So all that's to say that we're back. Back to a relatively normal schedule, I believe, for considering the summertime. So that means no specific dates or plans yet, but we will be incorporating some one-shots here very soon. My hope and goal is to be able to kind of relaunch them about mid-August. There's going to be a couple more weeks this September where it might be weekends that we have off. But other than that, we're going to try and follow through with that. And then after that, my life will be back to normal. I hope. So if you're interested in joining in some of the one shots that we will have, again, they are not posted right now, but they will be probably about mid-August, right around that time. You can do so by going to startplaying.games/GM. It's a long story. You can check out any and all info we have there. If there's ever a moment where we have to say goodbye to a player for whatever reason, that would be where the sign up sheet would be to jump in as well. So also hoping to have some Daggerheart shots or 2 shots, trying to kind of figure that out. Maybe eventually doing, it's hard to say. I want to do a lot of things I don't have time for, but it'd be nice to do a drop in, drop out for Daggerheart. But also, after September is October, which is Halloween, and I really, really want to do a Steinhardt's drop in, drop out again, because that was super fun. Matt, you were in it. was a blast. So we'll see. But yeah, if you want to kind of keep in touch and make sure that you're into that, I think Start Playing is actually adding this like sort of like follow function pretty soon. So there might be something there now. I apologize. I don't know the details. I just got back. But yeah, please go to that link and check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, it's also in the video description below. Yeah. Let's see what else. That I think yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, the best way to do so is to like and subscribe where you're watching this. I saw today we're at 409, which is crazy considering a couple months ago we were at like less than 300. So thank you guys so much for jumping in. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And also to the players, you guys for making this content worth watching for some people. So if you wanted to support the channel, you can do so by like and subscribing where you're watching, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. You can also check out our Instagram and TikTok down below, right down there at let me try again, at it's a long story _TTRPG. Some of our favorite moments. Man, for multiple reasons, I'm very, very excited for tonight. So before we jump into tonight's session, we get a recap of where we left off with New Moon, because it's been weeks. So Brandon, please take it away.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it was like June 10th or something, so it's been a hot minute. All right. So,
I'm so sorry. Pause for 1 second. I already got that EV Mux wash. Hey, EV Mux, fix it, please. All right, should be good now.
Okay, so we last left off New Moon chasing Ada, the sort of double agent player character, to the home of the Bone Druid. Basically, we get there and a magical fire by our 6-year-old friend Alyssa burned the entire thing to the ground and presented the group with Ada's charm and her mysterious silver compass, an artifact that once whispered commands to their party member Jet and houses the dangerous entity Codex. Titian recognized the compass from his time with Ada and insisted on keeping it, thinking that it might give him the power to take down the Roar, sparking concern and mistrust. As Adeem and the others extinguish the fire, they also save dead Mother Udris, who Titian discovers her anti-magic field not only temporarily weakens the compass's influence as kind of like a barrier as kind of like an interference barrier, but also suppresses the entity Ignivirus, who we all know as the primordial rod within Alyssa. But factors in the party deepen. Eliane, Alyssa's older sister, grows suspicious of Alyssa's strange behavior and fading memories, as she is less and less herself and more entity inside her. While Adeem accuses Titian of falling under Codex's sway, a near-violent confrontation is narrowly diffused by Ianthe, but that trust is broken, and Eliane runs off as the emotions become too much for her. That night, Adeem vanishes into the river and contacts his family to warn them about Codex, while the remaining party members suffer a restless sleep and some disturbances that can only be described as the haunting bone crunching from Eliane out in the woods as her wild side takes over. Eliane does eventually return to reveal the painful truths about her past involving the shared boyfriend between Ianthe and Eliane, both at separate times, what happened there, and even reveals a little bit of information about Prisha's Feywild past. The party wakes up in the morning exhausted and divided and debates their next move, fearful of Titian's decision, but unwilling to abandon him. Dead Mother does emerge in the morning and sends Titian to chop wood alone. basically testing him whether she'll pick Codex or whether he'll pick Codex's side or the side with the team. As Titian reflects on the solitude, he is surrounded by some ominous birds, and the session ended with the party's fate and their unity hanging in the balance.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you, Brandon. Do we mention the Ashar stuff? Did you mention that? Did I miss it?
No, I knew something was missing from it. It basically, like Adeem contacted his family, mainly his half sister, and then his dad kind of stepped in and was like, "I'm gonna come help you, and I'll be there in 12 hours, so don't move." And Adeem's like, "Please don't come." And he's like, "I'll be there, or you're in trouble." So now we're all leaving, and Adeem's in trouble.
Man, when you want him there.
Right. When he offers to be there for you for the first time.
Cool.
You know full well it's not me he's concerned about.
He might be.
Oh, sure. Come important.
There's one way to find out.
There
And that's
is.
jumping straight into it.
Oh, I was kill him and you speak with dead? I'm sorry.
You won't even speak while alive. You think speak with dead?
True. Valid.
Anyways. Everyone ready to play some D&D?
Yes.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. I know I've been gone for a week, but I'm pretty sure that's my line. I'm just kidding. Brandon, you can say it. Brandon, go for it.
You ready? Thanks. Is everybody ready to play some D&D tonight and jump back into these games?
Yeah.
I need
thing.
Kay to freeze frame it right there. Like the whole thing is just freeze frame. Okay, if you can hear us.
Beautiful.
There's your time.
Beautiful. Great.
Jesus.
All right. Because I can't. Because my my neurosis is showing. You guys want to play some D&D? Okay, great. Cool. Here we go.
Yes.
We start our return back to New Moon. Somewhere else. Trading the dark, creepy, overhanging branches for heavy, swinging shop signs. We venture upwards, seeing in the distance this extremely tall stone tower extending up past the very overcast clouds. As we come down, we see a smash of buildings that are carved white stone. Beautiful in their symmetry. Functionality. We see a large door open, and a number of figures come marching out. We see soldiers' footsteps moving in time down the stairs, almost as if they can't help but walk perfectly in. We see another set of feet. Less armor, more dark clothing, You can see as we kind of come up, we see there's a couple of sort of scroll cases connected to the side of this figure. We see a tail that is hanging low but resolute. So you come up to the face of this figure. Simplistic, sort of half armor, heavy sort of pauldrons, at least on one side, but leather cuirass coming down. We see the gray, dark face and very sharp, darting yellow eyes. We see this figure look up at the rain that is pushing through and pull their hood up, revealing a very ornate sort of symbol signifying a marking that you can see at the very end of it shows a brand insignia of a lion. We see that figure take a quick, steady pace, moving down the stairs, kind of cutting across to each side and moving as if on a mission. There are several other figures, all with smatterings of armor that is some silver, some having some ornate sort of gold filigree, all of which seem to move out of her way as she passes from threshold to lower threshold. The figure moves further down the street, ignoring the figures that move out of her way and watch her pass. We see shopkeepers and windows peering out and then notably looking away. As we follow this figure, we start to see very quickly a change in the city landscape. The sort of modern, functional sort of buildings, clean, start to change very quickly into something older, broken, dirty. We see more alleyways going from the left and the right-hand side. We see there's figures that we can see like shadows, clearly there to be up to no good, but they move back into the shadows when they see that figure with that hood pass. We see a beggar sitting at a street corner at a sharp turn. The figure looks to be walking by from, but makes a sharp turn towards. As the camera follows closely, we see the figure drop some coin in a tin can. As they bend down, they expertly pick something up. A dark brown rag coat. Not befitting someone that is clearly marked in this station. we see the figure continue down the alley and then take a moment, giving a sort of nod to one side and then to the other, as if trying to make sure that the coast is clear. Mac, could you roll me a d20, please?
$17.
Okay. All right. We see the figure disappear for a moment, going into an alleyway and out of view, staying there long enough that the camera starts to kind of drift away a little bit, assuming that maybe that scene is now moving to something else. But moving out from the shadows, we see a figure that is totally unrecognizable if we didn't notice that same brown rag that they had taken earlier, as they are now wearing it as a cloak wrapped very tightly around them. The dirty sort of portions of it hiding bigger sort of spaces of the face, but that leonine snout being clearly visible from the top of the hood, or from the middle of the hood. The figure continues moving south, as far south as the streets will let it, to a tavern. We can see there's some broken leftover portions of wood with a thatched roof that has multiple sort of holes in it from the side, where it looks like there was once maybe a small stable, now broken and disheveled. So we see the figure walk up to the door, look up at the sign, open the door, and walk in. Camera stays, starts to focus up to the sign above the door that reads, "Blood from a stone." We fade to black. Grian, Adeem. Halfway on the other side of the world, it would seem, given the time of day, this is a weird sort of area of the woods where it is always a little bit overcast, but there is no rain. As we come to your figures, because we have a new player, I'm going to ask that you all would describe your characters for us, as you are all standing there with Ianthe and some of the others, hoping, waiting for your Leonin friend to return. We'll start with Grian.
Yeah, so a little bit exhausted, kind of pacey. You'll see Grian. He's got like golden brown hair. His eyes are the irises of his eyes are pure gold, with a slight glow to them. He's wearing this almost angelic white plate armor with a giant sun crystal in its chest. He's got fingerless glove on one hand, and on the other, this almost like collapsible shield. I can't think of what it's called. But think Captain America Endgame type shield. And got regular pants and some boots and this small wooden box strapped to his side that he just keeps putting his hand back to as he paces, and then puts it back to it again, and wondering if he should or should not take out their three-headed fire-breathing companion as he waits for someone to come back, unsure of whose team they'll be on.
Should we go look for him, or as you hear the voice of Eliane kind of pull you from your startled or your moment?
I think Den Mother said to just wait for him to come back, and he's got to make this decision on his own, and hopefully it's the right one, but I don't know. I don't think I can help. I don't know if I've ever helped him, and I certainly don't think that I can help him now.
Usually I'm the one that's bringing the party down, so this is hard for me to figure out. Where's your where's Adeem? And I think maybe from the distance, maybe like towards the edge of the forest here, as I know there was kind of an in-between sort of space. Jack, would you please describe Adeem to us?
Sure. Adeem is a green-skinned, pointy-eared water genasi who seems to be teeth. He's dressed in a very Middle Eastern corsair fashion. Long hair, usually braided. Leaning up against a tree just out of sight and looking none too pleased with life in general. But given the comfort he seems to have with that look, he seems to have that look a lot. But when Elian says that, he just sighs and doesn't say anything, walks towards her by about one or two more trees closer so he can be seen, and then leans back against another tree.
Yeah, so you walk enough to be able to be seen.
Yeah, and then lean back against a tree and say not a word.
Okay. Okay. You know, again, usually my job and being the quiet one, but I feel like I've only heard that man say like 10 words.
I mean, that's 10 more than usually, so consider yourself lucky.
All right. Alyssa, where's Alyssa? And we move over towards another area of this, what I should describe as a remains of what was once a no, it was always creepy, but sort of small homestead that is now burnt up and charred with signs of a recent forest fire. We see a rather beautiful looking, I'll let remind me to have Chelsea described by Anthony again, but a very beautiful looking water genasi who is bending down with a or at least trying to keep the attention of another young female with black hair, sort of in like almost like a short bob, as they're probably practicing like some like small like cantrip magic stuff together. anything else you guys want to do with this scene? Scene's yours.
Has Alyssa come into herself again? She's still distant.
Is this Brandon asking the DM or Grian asking?
That is Grian asking Eliane.
She's kind of been going in and out, but more lately.
How bad is it?
I don't know. Talking to, it's hard to, believe it or not, it's very hard to read Den Mother. But she has seemed to focus a lot more attention on her in the past couple days. You guys talked about having some sort of plan, right?
Yeah. We're working on a way to separate them, but I was kind of hoping that we would have someone to help us in the healing spiritual matters should things go wrong. I don't, this has never been done before, and I just want to make sure at the end of it, we still have her.
Joe, 8 hours are left until Ashar is supposed to show up.
I'd say 6.
6, okay.
Is that fair? Yeah.
Okay. And then Adeem approaches closer to the group and says, we also have about 6 hours until my father shows up and tries to deal with the situation.
That's not a good idea. I don't know who your father is, but that's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea, and I told him not to. But yet, unless I contact him and tell him the situation with Titian has been resolved, he is coming because he feels that, and I pause because I know I'm about to lie, Ianthe and I are in danger.
Oh, okay.
Adeem, I have not had enough rest to look good enough for your father to be here. I'm going to point that out right now. And second of all, that is a lot. We don't know your dad. We don't know how this is going to play out. What if he
Would you
takes
prefer
her?
I can't tell you?
No, I appreciate the warning, but
But I honestly, okay. I just to be clear. I mean, it sounds like there's some difficulty with your father, and trust me, I understand. It's very dangerous for anyone, like, to be here right now, and like kind of motion in generality towards Ianthe and Alyssa.
Well, I can either solve the problem with Titian or lie to my father. I'm good with both. However, I prefer to solve the problem with Titian.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, 6 hours. I'm standing here for 6 hours, so.
how much time do you think Den Mother has left that she can keep this up? A couple days.
There's no world in where I would know that, Grian. She's just on a totally different level. I know ever since she's, you see, like, kind of Eliane kind of looks down for a second. Ever since she's not had her staff, things have seemed to be harder.
Elian, how long have we been gone?
What?
How long have we been gone? It only took us a few days to reach the forest, and we're in there for only a couple days, but in the forest was night all the time. Or the whole time we were there. And I don't know what it's been since we've been back here. It seemed otherworldly almost.
So sorry. How many days do you think it's been?
I think it took us 2 days after leaving here to get to the forest, and then we were in Zajar for what, 2-3 days, right, guys? So give or take at least 5 days, maybe 2 days in the forest. So, like a week.
You see, just to kind of double check, you see Elian kind of look at Adeem. I'm glad that up, by the way. Is that just like for confirmation, basically? Like, does Adeem like nod, like, yeah?
Adeem doesn't shake his head no.
Okay. It's been at least 3 weeks. Maybe a month.
Oh. Okay.
Did you guys go to like a different plane or something?
Unsure. It was just the stars the whole time, and the keepers of the forest, they had this ability to kind of suck the air out of you. There isn't necessarily anything I've encountered or heard of here, so I would only assume it was somewhere else. And when we traveled out, there was complicated kind of gates to get through. So maybe.
Yeah, I guess I can double check with
But
Den Mother weirdly kind of keeps track of those things, so
that's, yeah, I mean, just by my standard, it's been like 7 or 8 days.
weird.
Okay, so, I mean, okay. So, I mean, Den Mother doesn't have a whole lot left in her.
How did you get here?
I guess in that 3-4 week period, we've picked up a couple things, and now I can take us across the plains, or at least across this plane, and I'll pull out the silver key from my pocket.
Okay, that's very pretty. Doesn't answer my question at all. Technically, anyone can take anyone across the plane. Did you teleport here?
This key lets me take us anywhere in the world that we want to go. Almost anywhere. And I don't have to know where it exists.
I feel like you're dodging my question. Like instantly?
Pretty instantly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, as far as we've used it to cross leaps and bounds, so I don't know if that has any effect on the time that we've been here. But
gotcha. All right. Where you were able to get like messages in and out, right?
Once we were out of the forest, I think it was a little bit more difficult, but way easier than it was there. No interference.
Okay. All right. All I was just curious, like, because here it's it kind of builds into the whole like sort of atmosphere that most stuff doesn't get in or out.
I don't think this is godly by any means, but it may be otherworldly.
Grian, roll me a history check.
It is going to be a 10.
Okay, cool. I'll say it's enough. It's been a couple weeks. You remember that there was something where you felt this weird sort of like reverberations of someone was trying to contact you.
Yeah. But if it's a strange key. I mean, it also brings up the idea that I don't know if Massetti's going to be good enough to keep her here. I think we might need to find somewhere else for you to stay in the meantime.
Okay.
Is this place good with getting messages through?
No, that's what I was saying. Like, legitimately, it's bad.
Terrible reception. Got it.
Yep.
I remember feeling like someone was trying something to me, but with all this going on, it's been slipping my mind a little bit. I wouldn't know how to call them back because I don't know who it was. But I don't know.
I have found in my time here that there's an area about. I know the forest is dangerous, but about like 50 feet off in that direction. Usually, I can feel that there's like that sort of disconnect feels there. Not that anyone's reaching to me. Sorry.
It's okay. Maybe if you had like a Ouija board or something that might help. I think I'm kind of exhausted. If you don't mind, I might travel out that way and just take a break.
Yeah, okay. I'll we'll wait for we'll wait for Titian.
Me and Ianthe being up all night, or at least taking that many shifts was kind of exhausting, so.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the record, he has no idea that Elian's like, I don't have to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it for you. And they're like, she's like, no, we'll do it.
It's a very awkward thing to just bring up in that conversation. So it's
So Grian I am going to take the opportunity to go find some solace outside of the destruction and decision making, and
Adeem very clearly follows him.
Okay, cool.
Walks behind him.
Yeah, you see just Elian like I think just out of earshot, you see Elian just okay. All right, just me and okay. The camera moves to you too.
Adeem, you don't have to come with me. It's okay.
So we're breaking the whole no one travels alone rule in the dangerous forest that almost burned down. So everything is upset and at loose ends and looking around for something to do.
I mean, to be fair, the thing that burned the forest down is behind us, so...
Yes, but everything it caused around us is all around us.
Did you go in the river when you disappeared?
Where are we going?
No, it's a genuine question.
I know.
Okay. So that there were no fish, no creatures, no anything close to us.
And that is... His eyebrow goes up. And I go, that's interesting. Actually, no, I didn't go in the river.
Great. I also discovered I can breathe underwater. Don't know if you knew that.
Great.
Yeah, probably something about not having to drown again in my life, but well, whatever.
It's a bad thing to approach.
Yeah, no, basically I'm not entirely worried about something eating me within a radius of this place right now. But I mean, you can come with me if you want. I just am pointing that out.
We're gonna break the rules. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Turn around and walk away.
Okay.
Now I'll walk until I can feel that suppression lift.
Yeah.
Then I'll stop there. And
All right.
I just go back to the edge of the camp. Well, I could see, but I'm in away.
I think actually we'll do this first. Grian, go ahead and give me a religion check.
I
Come on, man. It's been a week. It's a nat one.
for 2.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll re-roll it. How about this? I'll use my inspiration.
I mean, you can.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Man.
You keep that in that one.
Caden, for the record, as a warlock, I've been able to roll higher than like a 7 on a religion check to contact my patron at all.
For the
You're doing
whole
great.
campaign.
You're doing
The whole
amazing.
campaign.
I'm proud of you either way about it. You're doing great.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna assume Grian is keeping that roll. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, that was not for the like. You feel that sort of like connection sort of resurface, albeit it is hard to tell exactly. So there's a little bit of like kind of like walking around trying to kind of feel it out. You waste some time trying to kind of like, is it here? Or is it here?
Or you like bend the wire to your phone and be like, oh,
Yeah,
it
you're
charges,
just
and
like-
you're like, what angle charges? Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else that Grian wants to do in this moment?
Well, kind of on that note, I was going to sit and take the time to rest, but also meditate and get some of that stored sun magic back. As long as I
Okay.
meditate for an hour, I can have all 4 slots back. So that's my
You
goal.
got it. Cool.
But I'll sit there and relax and reflect, and I can't really whittle away the exhaustion. So
Great.
yeah.
Okay, cool. We come to Adeem kind of moving back out past the brush as Ianthe kind of like looks up, kind of raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
I just mirror the raised eyebrow, looking right at her, deadpan, and go back to my position.
Cool. I think I'll say Chelsea. I think Ianthe would just be like, just kind of like roll her eyes and just go back to.
Exactly what you would do, yes.
Yeah. But you see Eliane looking in your direction, seeing you come back without Grian.
Mhm.
Everything. Can I just tell you, as one unapproachable person to another, I am very impressed. It doesn't.
What are you impressed with?
I'm usually pretty comfortable with the silence, but you're somehow able to make the silence so uncomfortable that I have to speak.
That was not my intention. I'm sorry if you're uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Is Grian good? You're just.
Hope so. He told me he didn't want me there, so I left.
So there's. Nope. Never mind. Okay.
You may as well say it. There's what?
The first time that I ran into all of you. Granted, it was a little bit of a different party. There was a little bit of, if I can be honest, jealousy. And like, it would be nice to have a group of people that were able to watch your back. I take that all back now.
Probably a good thing to take back.
If Titian died, do you think he would like let out like a roar or something, or?
Which Titian are we talking about?
I don't know what that means.
Well, one of them that I've come to know might. Another one might not. So it's hard to say.
Okay. Permission to set an uncomfortable silence with you?
Adeem stands up and he walks away.
God damn.
He had a thought, so he just walks away, and
Yep.
but he will stop about 10 feet away and says, "I need to check something. I'll be right back. I hope." And goes to the water.
Okay. You got it. We cut from there. Moving a bit further into the forest, far enough where the signs of the fire is not as clear with the actually here there is a little bit of the singing of birds, and we see sitting on a recently felled tree trunk. Matt, would you please describe Titian to us?
Sure. Oh, where to start? He's a lion man, number one. He is roughly, what do we say here? 6'9", 6'10". Very beefy. As he's sitting on this log, I imagine he's given very strong Thornton Bradley vibes. Bradley, I think is his name. The Hawkeye and who chops wood for a living. So just glistening. He's been cutting wood for, I would say, the better part of a couple of hours with a rusty dull axe. And working
Matt, I'm
extremely
supposed to be
hard.
mad at you. Can you just tone it down a little?
Right? Come on, Matt.
Thorin Bradley.
I mean, he's got a cat face. Does that help?
No.
Does that help bring
No.
it down? No? Okay.
No.
Anyways, no. Yeah, he's 6'10". He's not wearing any armor. He's instead wearing kind of a bluish shirt that's buttoned down without any sleeves. He's got a full mane with what looks to be a white splatter. It almost looks as though it's a splatter going across his face. And he's got, as far as lions go, one of the biggest distinguishing features from him is that he has really big floppy ears that come out of the side of his head.
Cute.
Yeah. But other than that, he's
Looking hot,
just
cute.
extremely buff dude. Yeah. So, and I imagine I am sitting on this log and I'm just deeply absorbed in thought. Imagine just sort of playing with the axe a little bit, with it like sort of like on the ground, going over a little bit, buying time.
Titian, it's been about a solid 20, maybe 30 minutes since you've heard anything but the sound of the nature around you. Even if you were maybe trying to talk to it is not responding.
And I'm fully aware it's Codex at this point, I believe.
I think so.
I don't think Titian's making any, he's not talking out loud right now, I don't think. But there might be just a hint of, a few words. Yeah. Just, it's not a friend of a friend is an enemy, and the enemy is a Ada, and then Jet, and then, he's not fully formed.
Yeah. You I think your focus goes back and forth to the small sort of compass sitting in your hands, albeit the compass itself has no marks for cardinal directions at all. But it is like, do you see that the mark on it is moving sort of slowly back and forth, as if having trouble reading, having trouble being able to kind of react to things. And your focus kind of comes, kind of shifts from back and forth from looking down at the compass and looking up at the birds that have all kind of collected. At this point, there's about 3 or 4 that have collected on the branch that are kind of just watching you. Some of them kind of head sort of cocked to the side, curious.
All right. What do you want, birds?
None of them fly away. They just look at you, though.
I'm getting real sick of your shit and you looking at me. Don't you know when it wants to be just left alone for a little bit?
One of them just takes a shit. Nowhere near you. But
Nor it just poops.
Yep.
In defiance.
Yeah. There's a level of, I think, for Titian, and it's fully up to Titian whether or not Titian sees that as a sign or I'm just talking to birds.
Why am I getting mad at birds? Birds don't know anything. So dumb. All right. Codex, are you there?
No. I keep trying to roll. I cannot roll enough to respond. Yeah, this one was relatively pretty close. So you hear this kind of as if there's static kind of coming in and out of someone that's trying to talk to you. I'll say at this point too, actually go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana, you say. That is a 5.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think with that, hear a little bit of there's static enough to kind of hear a familiar voice, but you can't make out anything it said.
Okay. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? All right. I think I. Codex, I wish you were able to answer back. I really do, because I sure would love to ask you just a couple of follow-up questions about what you were doing with Ada. What you really did in Massetti. What you were doing with Jet. Why he was left with such a bad taste in his mouth. I really wish I could hear your side right now. Or how you would say it's not going to be the same all over again.
Roll me an insight check.
What's in that 20?
Okay.
For a total of 25.
Okay. I will go ahead and roll a d20 again. Let me know if you get a nat 20. Otherwise, you're good.
Is okay.
This
So
is
this
for
like
deception.
okay? This is a deception roll, you say?
Yeah.
That will be a 13.
Okay. I would like you to feel free to kind of describe it in your words. But I think as you talk about, as Titian kind of tries to give space for this being, this thing, this entity to give their side of the story. You see those scenes, those like images from those moments, like kind of appear in front of you, and you recognize that. I think Titian, in some way, recognizes that the truth, that the other side, there's no excuse for at least some of the things.
I got you. I think I got you. So Titian is saying these things out loud. But in his mind, he keeps going back and forth to corpse or the death that was in the setting.
Mm-hmm.
The person that Grian was with was left dead on the floor. We know what happened to, what was his name? Kabucha or whatever it was. I don't remember what his name was.
The person in Grian's tent, yeah.
Yeah, the other person that ran off and actually did the murder.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. Something with a K.
Yeah, it's okay.
But not K.
But not K. But Titian realizes while he's saying these things out loud, the pattern of manipulation is laid before him. And it's not quite an epiphany, but what it is as Katsuda. K coming in clutch is Katsuda. With a flying elbow drop off the top, is coming in with Katsuda. It's a moment of clarity. And it comes in waves, but seeing the level of manipulation that Codex has provided, how he not just used Jet, but also made Jet feel less than. Now Titian was able to see front row Jet's development away from Codex and how Jet found his confidence. And then in that moment where Jet was standing up for himself, Codex began to he took on Katsuda and caused more death and destruction. And then we happened upon him again in the Force and how he was manipulating Ada. And there becomes this just overall feeling of, I'm the next in line if I continue down this path with Codex. And then there's another moment of realization that occurs to Titian. The moment of realization of, for Titian, how close he came to giving up so much and how driven he was towards this goal, that he was almost willing to throw away the party or his relationship with the party to continue to go forward. And in his mind, yes, taking down the roar is a good deed, but he's become so blinded by that ambition in this moment that he's realizing just how much he's really set up. And he's a little bit afraid of that. And then it's that extra moment of how much of this might even relate to the shadows that are currently on the ground, setting up shop in Ha Samal as well, the mirror. So Titian makes his decision with these thoughts in mind. He looks at the birds one more time. And then I kind of just get up from my seat. I don't say a word out loud. And I proceed to walk back to camp. At one point as I walk, I drop the axe. And I pick up the hammer. Or I have the hammer with me. And I just walk back to camp, holding it on my shoulder.
Okay. We will pause you there. Meanwhile, we move into a small, rustic tavern. We hear there is a steady sort of sound that kind of breaks through the quiet of this. As we see a figure that is dressed in very basic clothes, but aiming a very long bow at an archery block inside this long extended bar that goes back. We see there's a couple other figures here, all dressed in dark clothes, hoods. Pulled pretty low to their face. There's a corner booth. So we see a figure that is most noticeable, not from the dark clothes, but the strangely pale skin of a hand resting on the table. Caden, could you please describe Arlo to us?
Yes. Okay. So I think as the camera, as you said, pans in on his hand, you hear a very soft, kind of ominous hum coming from him. He's trying to drown out the eeriness of the space. And as it pans out on him more, he a elven figure, as you said, paler than normal skin. He's got short hair that's cut on the sides, a little bit longer on the top. On the left side, it's a very pale, grayish blue. His eyes are not pitch black, but they're darker. He's wearing nice robing that has leather straps going every which way, with his right arm covered, with rings on his right hand, and then his left arm is bare, and these black robes go all the way to the feet. And he's probably just tapping his finger slowly, just trying to be wary of his space, but also go crazy with the silence, but other things going on in his head.
As you say the other things that are going on in Arlo's head, I would like Arlo to roll me a perception check, but I would like Arlo to do so with disadvantage.
First roll. Okay.
First
let's
roll.
see. Not that bad.
I just realized the meanness of making the first roll for a character to be with disadvantage.
I know. Okay. Even with disadvantage, it's not terrible. 14? All right,
14.
Great, not terrible.
Yeah. With the 14, there is the sort of subtle sounds that are pulled back enough, at least in this moment, that you're able to sort of kind of continue to get a bearing of where you are. Did Arlo order a drink? Like, is there anything in front of him?
Yes.
Okay.
It would have been the first thing he did coming in.
Cool. So yeah, I think having your drink sort of in front of you, Arlo, you're patiently waiting, clearly in that vein of doing so. But I would say that I would like Arlo for you to give me a. No, actually, no. I won't have you roll for this. The perception check that you had, you noticed that there is a figure that seems to kind of walk into view. A seemingly female figure, blue bandana over the head, and a considerably large eye patch over one eye. And you see a significant, almost probably a scar from what you'd imagine to be only a few months old, of a second scar over an eye. So you see the figure is walking towards the archer that is kind of practicing, says a couple words to him, and kind of gives him like a big pat on the shoulder. And as you are perceiving this, you see that person catch your attention from across the room.
I think he'll just stop humming to himself and take a sip of his drink.
You stop humming?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for a split second to take a sip of his drink.
You got it. As you stop humming, trying to kind of like take a moment of like recognizing if this person's coming over, you can't be making these noises. You're going to just crazier than you are. That is when you are hearing the sounds get louder and louder.
He'll just rub his forehead, trying to be very nonchalant about it. Go back to humming for a moment, hoping it will stop it.
As the figure gets closer and closer, you hear the sound get louder, the roars, as if they're trying to warn you about something that's coming up ahead. But as soon as you're at a spot of recognizing maybe it's they're going to find out, they're going to see this too much, you hear it immediately stop as the figure takes a seat across from you. Well, you're new.
So it seems I'm new to a lot of people. You are new to me.
What brings you to Ha Samal, friend?
It's where my journey leads me. I don't question it. I just put one foot in front of the other, like most. And it's brought me here, sitting at this table, drinking this drink.
So just passing through.
Yes.
That's a shame. And you see her kind of like look off, and like as she like kind of taps her fingers on the table, waiting, hoping that you take that bait.
I roll to see if I gather if this is who I think it is.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Don't mind me while I count on my fingers like an elementary schooler. That's 15.
15. Okay.
Total.
I would say, given the person that we've discussed, you've already had a conversation with them. So we know that it's not that person. You can definitely tell, like, by the voice of this, like, this is not the same person. I'll say with a 15, are we rolling insight?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 15 insight, you get the idea that this is someone who is in that exchange. It sounds like someone who may have a job and is presenting that as such, like waiting for you to be like, for you to kind of take that bait and say like, oh, if I wasn't, that's
well. What brings you to this tavern? Trying to not jump right into it.
Oh, the wonderful ale, of course.
It's pretty great, actually.
Is it?
No. But what ale is good?
But you just said it is. Are you nervous, friend?
Just a little. Do I still hear? I know the voices are the roars are gone. Do I hear anything else?
No, I would say like and they're not
run.
They're not like fully gone. I'd say they're just like they're It's like having this moment of like, please stop talking, and then like recognizing maybe there's something that was actually able to pull that din like down into at least be able to focus on this conversation.
Well, forgive my manners. I'm Arlo, and he'll reach out his right hand.
Okay. Arlo, I'll give you a chance in telling me your real name.
Well, it's a long one. You sure you just won't take the simplified version of it?
No, I like it. You can go City. Extends a hand out.
He'll take it and very gently shake it. And she notices as he shakes her hand, it's a bit colder than what you would expect it to be.
Yeah. Spend some time out in the cold before we came in, did we?
Yeah, it seems like it's colder here than most places.
Aye, that it is. Most
Well,
is. I'll say you notice like at this point that stare, especially with it being like one eye, is now feeling rather probably uncomfortable. Tell me, Arlo, the coldness. Have you noticed where it's coming from?
I can't say I do. I have.
Well, I guess I can spell it out for you. In my
Please?
experience of being here, a lot of it is shedding from the cold armor to the heavy manes of our governing leaders.
Well. And Arlo's just gonna look her over. He's feeling a little anxious, a little like he's not getting something. Like there's something he's missing, and he just can't like.
There is clearly, there is clearly a moment of like. I think Arlo's kind of picking up like. There's a possibility I might be able to get information out of this, but it is definitely not like where city is taking me is not somewhere I'm interested in going. So as you hear this, you see like you see city start to kind of like, all right, well, I can only beat around the bush for so long. I have a job for someone who is one to stick to the shadows. If you're good, we'll let you in.
I'm all ears.
A few months ago, there was the beginning rumors of fighting back, pulling Ha Samal into a place instead of groveling at the feet, to having a place at the table. Unfortunately, we had a number of mishaps. And up until recently, I assumed that our leaders had fallen away. But they are back. With a vengeance, I might add. Now, if your interest is in righting wrongs and revolution, well, I could find a place for you. But if your interest is in just making some coin, I have some ways to handle that as well.
He'll just look off. Did the archer stop shooting? Or did he continue again?
Yeah, I would say at this point the archer's probably now... roll me another insight check.
Okay. Let's not roll Vexali. Okay. Better. Okay. At 26?
Oh. Yeah, you notice the archer is like working on like some of the fletching of an arrow sort of thing, and looking very doing a very good job of trying to seem nonchalant. You can tell is like every once in a while sort of darting an eye over and that end.
Arlo will take another sip of his ale, and his eyes will dart back to this figure in front of him. Well, I strongly believe that everyone's fate is written out for them. And, well, mine possibly led me to you, so if you wouldn't mind, elaborate a little bit.
Well, there is a meeting place, and you hear, as she says this, the door suddenly opens at the far end of the room, and you hear the heavy sort of wind pushing in as you see City kind of like eyes sort of dart to the side, and you hear her stop talking immediately as a figure that you recognize walks in. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Do you have quarrels with them?
I couldn't even begin. We'll have to save this conversation for another time. It was good to meet you, Arlo.
The pleasure is mine.
And you see City get up and walk off. This figure that is wrapped in this kind of like dark brown robe. You can still see the Leonin face. Looks around, scans the room around, expertly does not make eye contact with you, and then turns and faces the bar. You see, gets a drink, and then sits, finds a place to sit at the booth right next to you, facing the opposite direction.
Well, hello again.
Let me be very, very clear. If you make any insinuation that we are previous to this moment to anyone else, I'll make quick work in making sure that you're never seen again in Ha Samal. We clear?
Crystal, I have no doubt.
Did you speak with her?
I did. It was a lengthy conversation. But she sent me back. So can we speak?
Yes. You come to me.
Before she can leave, Arlo will make the first move to down whatever is left in his drink. Place a couple of silver on the table. And take one more last second to see if he hears anything. And if he hears nothing, he will stand up and, without even taking a second glance at her, walk out.
Okay. Beautiful. As you do, starting to walk past the tables, looking, glancing. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. 11.
11. Occasionally catching the eyes of some of the figures that are there. A lot of what I noticed are very worn faces. Many of them human. None of them Leonin.
Can I tell if any of them are spirits are not actually there?
Interesting. I'll say with 11, no. But
Okay.
usually you can. Usually
Right.
you're pretty good at it.
Right. I'll go back to humming as I walk out. Just a very simple, just a simple tune. Very soft, ominous a little bit.
Okay. You walk out into the heavy downpour. You walk about maybe 10 paces and you hear the sound of the door opening and closing again. As you hear that familiar voice. Okay, confirmed by me. Let's walk.
I will walk like 10 paces behind. Keeping a little bit of a distance, but not too much.
Okay. She would probably try to talk to you during this too, so you guys can be probably a little closer, but that's up to you.
Oh yeah, then of course he'll move up then.
Cool.
He doesn't want to make it awkward.
Make it very clear that my position is the most important thing to me in this moment. So whatever I am telling you needs to only stay between us.
My words are saved for the dead. So nothing will be said by me.
When we first spoke, you mentioned hearing roars, voices of my people from beyond. The roar is aware of something happening, something stirring. The Jakovar are very nervous, to say the least. Something is disturbing our peace. our end. It has become very clear to the high clerics that it is a power that is strong, but also bastardized. Something that should not exist. Does this sound familiar with the voices you are here?
It does. They sound frightened. They sound like they don't know what is happening. Do you have any ideas, any clues of what could possibly be happening to these people?
The threats that we have received in Ha Samal mostly come from Pharaoh or from the abuse of the Aurora itself. The only instance we've had of any sort of rebellion in the city died out a couple months ago. Although I do hear that there is whispers the Bastille still lives. Bastille, traitor.
I'm quite aware.
You speak our language.
In Leonin, can I respond? Indeed I do. Is this more comfortable for you?
You see her turn and look and like a snarl. You see that like kind of like a single fang kind of come up. Absolutely not.
I'll just bow his head, go back to speaking common.
It's impressive nonetheless. I have no idea who your teacher was, but it's very rare for a human or whatever you are.
Well, I had many teachers. I still have many teachers. I just have the kindness of hearing them nonstop. The Bastille.
Yes.
Would this be a lead to follow? Do you think it could lead me to more questions, more answers?
There are plenty of questions. Like I said, there is no reason, no way to explain what is happening. An idea of Ha Samal, as you see, prides themselves, and you see her kind of point to the high walls that you're passing by, prides themselves on being ready for any threat. So you can imagine how surprised we are that there would be something that could reach beyond. Alongside the other problems of this city, there is a reason or connection exists But if you do come into contact with the Bastille, make sure you tell him that there are people, his people, beyond the wall, who believe that he is right. That there is a terrible poison that is trickling down.
As she is saying, can I just very, very quickly just glance around, trying to not be obvious. I just want to just double check nobody is listening, following, anyone I might have seen in the tavern follow us out, anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me that perception check.
Sorry.
I'm pointing out that's the stealth check I rolled.
Okay. Okay. Perception 12 total.
One thing I'll say that you noticed around, and you've noticed this with a lot of the Leonins that you've come across, that as you pass by them, the roars get louder, and it usually seems to be sort of ancestral response of like something that maybe that call from beyond is actually like is you walking in on a yelling like conversation that the assumption is that most of these figures that you're walking past are just not hearing. They're not connected as you are. But it is something that the ancestors are trying to converse with them as much as possible. There is a figure that you're walking towards. He notices tall, hulking. You see a glimmer of armor. This is definitely a Leonin guard. Probably a member of the Roar. Low, the totem pole. You definitely see that this figure notices as well, and kind of pulls the cloak a little bit closer to the face. But you notice that it's not masking that they are Leonin, it's just masking any sort of distinguishing characteristics. But Arlo, you pick up something very strange about this figure. There is no roar sound as you're walking by them.
I think that would throw him off. But he'll stay silent as they walk past.
You're walking past them. They're kind of like standing guard,
Right.
sort of, yeah.
Right. So as they walk past, it will definitely throw him off, but he'll just keep tracking, going with her, halting the conversation for just a moment.
That's strange. There's no reason for a guard to be this far south.
There was much more things stranger with them than you may understand. But please carry on.
You'll need a place to stay. I have something. It's not much. And you duck into an alleyway, assuming you're following her.
As we go into the alleyway, can I just take us, like, just from the corner of my eye, see if they move as we duck down?
Caden came to play. Beautiful. Arlo, as you turn back to look in that direction, exactly where that figure was standing guard. Gone. No one there.
Okay. And I'll follow.
You
I
see,
think hand, like his right hand, will start to shake just a little bit from not understanding fully what they just walked past. But he will quietly.
there is plenty more to discuss, but for now, it'd be best for you to find this. Help me move this. And you see there's like this large crate that is in front of this this what looks to be like a fully like broken down like a door that clearly looks like it's probably been like bolted shut.
I'll help.
Cool, you got it. You with your help push the crate across the door or away from the door. All right. Probably best to position it right here. It'll be just wide enough for you to slip through. And she opens the door. Inside, total darkness starting out. And you see there's a sort of small sort of candlelit, candle sort of sconce that she takes and lights. And so you see there's like this kind of sort of very dim light that's kind of dancing around this room. This room itself is extremely small. There's nothing to it. It's essentially like a supply closet. But along with the dirty ground, you see that there is a swing of hay and a kind of dirty woolen blanket. Like I said, not much.
The dead sleeping the ground, so who am I to get luxury? It's perfect. Do not worry.
Okay. When I receive more word from Ida, I'll check in.
It'd be greatly appreciated. And if I hear anything, you will. Is there any way I can reach you?
No. Not yet.
Oh.
I will check in tonight. I apologize. My shift is truly at the beck and call of the leaders. Their meetings have become more and more spontaneous.
Oh. Thank you again.
Maya. She opens the door, kind of moves through, takes one more look, and you see like her look to you has always been sort of like one eye of suspicion. And that's the last thing sort of you see is the door closes, leaving you to the voices. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. See you guys in 10. And back. Adeem, you are going down to the river to pray. Nope.
No, not a D.
Couldn't help
I
myself.
will say though, because I realized as I was describing myself, I missed a major detail about Adeem. He is covered in tattoos in a
Oh
language
yeah.
I do not recognize, in weird places. Like he has open slits on his legs. They are covering his legs. They run under his hairline, onto his scalp. They're down his arms, around some fingers. They're even slightly on his face. Oh, I forgot to mention that. And they seem to move of their own accord when you look at them too closely.
There's another picture of Adeem that I don't know where it went that I need to grab. Oh, there it is. I'll put that in as a secondary picture. But yeah, so Adeem, you come down to the water here.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go into the river and see if I can see indications of fish that are dead. Based on what Grian said. So I was not trailing Grian. I'm like going to a different area. He wants to be able to let it alone. But I want to see if I can find indications of dead fish.
Okay. I'll say give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay. You already gave me advantage. I was going to say I was going to try something, but I don't need to because you already gave me advantage. So, okay. Let me see. Nature, first roll, and second roll. Oh, 17.
17. Great. Yeah. 17, you do actually find I'm just going to mute you, Caden, just for a second. You do find that there is a surprisingly low amount of sea life around you.
Or at least aquatic life. It's a river, so.
Right. Yeah. But you do notice that there is like some like sort of like kind of spaces in between some of the rocks where you actually see there are, for sure, some dead fish.
Is it more than there should be given a healthy environment?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I am no cleric. I am no priest. I don't trek with healing. Can I tell what killed the fish?
I think 17's pretty good. So what I'm going to say with that is you do not see any sort of like picking up like I'd say like it's a river, so they're only going to have like river fish. They're only about this big, and it's a relatively shallow river. The
Niagara Shallows, no.
Yeah, I think you notice that it's not there's not a clear sort of sense of cause of death. You don't see any sort of blunt force trauma at all. One thing that you do know from fish is that they're relatively pretty dumb.
Yes, they are. Most of them are. Yes.
Yeah, and they rely on some very basic things to be able to kind of have them tell which direction to go and like things like that. With a 17, you kind of wonder like all of the fish that you find that are dead, no blunt force trauma, nothing involving that at all. And honestly, like some of them look, a little skinnier and things like that. You recognize that like maybe they were lost, like to the point that they legitimately couldn't even find sources of food.
Okay. Are there sources of food that I can see that fish would eat in the water? Like, do I see things that the fish could eat? To kind of strengthen that. If I don't find it, then they were starved purposely. But if I find sources of food, then they could have been. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. I'll say we'll carry over from that nature check. I'll say roll me a D10.
D10. Okay. I don't need your help. Thank you. He's trying to push my dog's trying to push my hand. I can do this. Thank you.
Let me roll.
5.
5. Okay, cool. Sweet. So I'll say with a 5. Yeah. So you are able to notice. It takes you about 5 minutes to sort of like find like moving a little bit. We'll say from the current sort of the current that is moving right now. Would you move upstream or downstream? Your immediate vicinity, no, you don't find anything.
If anything downstream, I'm going to move upstream.
Okay, you got it.
Because if things are being pushed this way, I'm not seeing anything here. Then, then let's go further to the source. So I'll swim upstream.
Yeah, you got it. You notice that like the plant life that's around here, like there are things that like if fish are, not to get into like heavy fish biology, but like
Thank you.
but I think like there are absolutely plants here in the immediate vicinity that you would see like if a fish was smart enough to recognize that they could eat, they probably could have. But as you move up, you do notice that line of food is there, like the like kind of like little like so like little shrimp or like the sort of like the food is there, but it is scarce. It is not nearly as much. And it took you about 5 minutes to even find sources.
Okay, so the sources are there, but they're more difficult than they should be to find.
Yes.
Or remove myself from the river, and I want to look around nature, just airborne nature and ground nature. I know very little about that, even less. I mean, I know water. I don't know outside. Does it seem like there's a lack of moving away from where the fire was? Does there seem to be a lack of food and or natural life akin to fish in the real world, like squirrels and things like that?
Yeah.
There seems to be a lack of it here. Like, is there the same life quiet, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, I think in these moments, you are able to as you are looking around at like the bushes, like flora, fauna, small animals, things like that. Is there anything else that's showing signs, as you said, of like some sort of change in the circle of life, the basic like eating sort of form words. You're hearing a voice in the distance that is Eliane calling for you.
I will walk towards her. Is the voice coming from the...
Yeah, it's coming from a direction that makes sense.
Okay.
Basically what I'm saying is you're getting this and you're getting like the beginnings of information at the same time.
Okay.
So I will say by the time you hear that voice like clear enough, you see doesn't look like there's any, and I'll be honest with you, I'm carrying over that 17 in nature. Doesn't look like there's any, like everything else is fine.
So
there's
it's
no differences. It's just Codex.
Huh. Okay. I will make note of that, and I will walk towards Eliane's voice. How does she sound? Like she's just looking for me, or that she's in trouble?
Yeah, she just sounds like she's just looking for you.
Then I walk.
Yeah. I'll say as you follow her voice, pretty much just back to the edge of camp, you see, I think you see Titian.
I acknowledge that he's present, and then go to Eliane and say yes.
Just and points to Titian. Just there. God, there's so much tension. I'm gonna go in my cave, and you see just walk up. You see Ianthe kind of like Yeah, I think it goes to listeners. Goes, why don't you go in with your sister and we'll meet you out there in a minute. And you hear Alyssa immediately go, no, I want to stay here for this.
At that, Adeem gives like a little grin.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you do. But there's adult talk now. And Alyssa kind of whatever, and like kind of moves into that same.
I whisper, as she says that the adults talk now, I whisper into my bracelet just to Ianthe. I think Ignivirus is older than all of us.
I would say not to. I don't want to keep Grian from this conversation as well, so I'm going to actually, if you guys are okay, I'm going to smash cut to Grian.
Yeah.
Grian, you are sitting in meditation under the beauty of the nature. I'm going to give you another religion check.
Ah, sweet Jesus. Different die. Come on, baby, different die.
You got this. You can do it.
I'll even tell you straight up the DC's 10 for this.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh my god,
God.
It was a 6.
You're level 11. What is happening?
That's much better. God damn it. That's actually a dirty 20. It's a 19
Beautiful.
plus a 1.
Cool. Awesome. As you were sitting sort of trying to kind of get guidance on the point of conversation, trying to figure out basically who's trying to reach you. Lo and behold, Lady Luck shines in your direction after the 4th or 5th roll. And you hear a voice. Grian. Jesus Christ. Grian. Are you dead? Grian. Fuck it. All right, fine.
Aunt Ida, what? Wait, is this a two-way conversation?
Yeah. Are you...
Oh, this is weird.
Where have you been?
It's a really hard question to answer. Just looking for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to... I mean, this is a very advanced magical item. So I should be able to get in contact with you unless you are dead. So thank you for not being dead.
We've tried pretty hard. Are Alyssa's parents still in the city? Are you guys okay?
Oh my god. No. Why would they be here for that long? No.
Oh.
No, they went back.
Right. 3 months. I mean, a month. That's right. God, longer than that. Okay. Yeah, no, we're still trying to find a way to help Alyssa. What's urgent? What's going on?
So you still have that Leonin with you, right?
One of them, yeah. Well, I guess she wasn't Leonin, but yeah, we still have.
What?
Don't worry
Can
about
it. Can you give me one answer that is just normal?
When have I ever?
I know. Yes or no is Titan.
Yes, ma'am.
Ted?
Titian.
What's his name?
Titian. His name is
Yeah.
Titian.
Yeah, great. Is he still
Yes,
with
ma'am.
you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask you something. I need you to just tell me the truth. All right?
Okay.
Okay. I saw a little bit about what happened with him kind of freaking out in the city about a month back when you guys were here. Is your Leonin a paladin of the eminence, perchance? Or the roar, I guess is what you would call it.
He left the roar, but I think the eminence is what they call the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so the fact that you know that means that he knows that you know that from him, right?
Yeah, I think he said enough times to be worried about it. So yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. Wait. So he's worried about it.
Yeah, there might be some changeling person that's going after it.
Sorry, what?
Trying to destroy it. No, why? What's going on? What have you heard?
I'm gonna need a full report on that.
From what Titian says, somebody named Missing met him briefly in Dyer's Wharf. He is seeking vengeance on the people who wronged him, which happened to be the Roar, and going after their afterlife and seemingly destroying it altogether.
This person is missing?
No, the name is missing.
Okay, so we don't know the name.
Above table, I'm like, yeah, exactly. Below table. No. His name is actually missing. Like, if he had two parents and they named him, they chose a very odd name to name him.
And that name is
Missing. Missing.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Jesus, what a. Okay, yeah, all right. That's awful. All right, got it. Listen, I got a contact for you in Ha Samal that is going to be pretty important for some stuff that might be coming up involving your friend and Ha Samal in general. Some interesting stuff's been going on.
What's going on in Ha Samal?
Well, from our contact, it seems that there's been a change in sort of the guard is being called in. Instead of working on their expansion project that they've been doing. Don't ask me how I know, I can't tell you.
So okay.
The reason that they're basically calling everyone in has something to do with some sort of disturbance in their afterlife.
Well, that's lucky for us then. Okay, I will let Titian know. Is there a name for this contact in case we need to get a hold of them?
I can't give you the name of our contact because they're pretty far in it, but I can give you the name of this new contact that seems to be giving us information. Someone goes by the name of Arlo. I asked for a full name, and they said something like, "Okay, it's really long. Are you sure you want to hear it?" And by that point, I was just interested in what he had to say. So, also couldn't stop mentioning the dead. So that's, that's fun for you, right? You're religious.
No, I think we both know the answer to that one.
Well, yeah, but I know, but you had the thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to call it religious.
Listen, you're the only person in the past 5 years that have asked me a conversation of like, do I believe that the gods are like in our, like, no one's asked me that except for you, so you're
to be fair, if the gods are there, they're cruel, and
that's what I said. Are you forgetting what? Okay, you're just taking my words and now making them. Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
Why do you think I asked you your opinion?
That's fine. Just remember where. Actually, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'll pass that along to Titian. Just weird question by chance. Do you know if the people seem content in Ha Samal, or do you think that, like, is there any kind of like people who
Sorry.
fight back with the roar?
What people?
The people of Ha Samal?
Yeah, define that for me.
The people who aren't in the roar that might not appreciate the roar being
Yeah,
there?
cool. All right. Have you been to Ha Samal?
No.
All right. Yeah,
we
then
went by it in the cart,
Okay,
which we owe you a new cart. But, you know,
no, don't
you
worry
probably
about it.
figured
It's
that
fine.
was going to happen.
Yep. You figured.
Yep.
I figured I wasn't going to get that back. It's fine. Yes. No, sorry. As your, I will speak as your aunt for a moment, because the idea of being able to speak as the highest ranking member of the would be complicated and around that. As your aunt, yeah, no, it sucks for them. It's not, it's not Dare's Wharf, hon. There is, there's some sort of functionality to their governing, but it is definitely geared more towards, if you have whiskers, life is easier.
Okay. We just have to find another safe place for Alyssa first, and we'll probably be heading there to at least check it out. But thank you for filling me in and contacting me. I mean, this honestly, your timing's impeccable here. But I'll pass the message along to Titian and the others, and
okay. Yeah, I've been trying to contact you for like hours. So you saying timing impeccable, I'm saying I should have just presumed you were dead.
I mean, we're sort of with our friend's mother who can disrupt any kind of magical spells, and then we were in the Blackened Forest trying to make our way to Zajar, but apparently time's a little timey-wimey there.
Yeah, all right. If you don't need to tell me where you've been. That's fine. Look, it's... I'll say the first part I definitely believe, because that was weird on my end. Great. Can you get away from that mother? Because, man, it would be very useful to be able to talk to my nephew. And that's just me. I assume that you have other people that would want to be able to know that you're alive.
I mean, most are dead or apparently want nothing to do with me right now. Oh, I didn't say that last part because I forgot about that. Anyways, backtrack on that. I mean, most of those people are dead. But, yeah, no, I mean, I think we might leave here shortly. I'm not entirely sure. I've got to talk to them, and yeah. In fact, I should probably check in with them. It's been a minute. But I think the call's going to drop here soon, but it was...
What do you mean the call's going to drop here soon? I'm the one that's controlling the call.
Yeah, but her mother there's a radius that it works or doesn't work, and if I step back like a foot, it's just going to cut
don't
it off.
move.
I can't check in with them if I don't go back.
That's fine. Yeah, okay. Why don't you just say bye to your aunt, who was wondering if you were alive or dead, and then I will check in with you 24 hours?
Okay, done.
Great. All right.
Done.
Or, God forbid you check in with me.
I can do that too.
You just don't. That's fine.
No, I'll just need help from the Leonin. That's all.
Yeah. Hey, real talk. You okay?
No, but I think we'll figure it out. We always do.
Anytime you want to take a break, we got plenty of work for you over here.
We'll do. And I'm going to take she can't see it, but I'd go to take a step back and then stop. I love you, Auntie. Mean it.
Gross. I love you too.
And I'll take a step back and it'll force the call to drop. And I'll walk back to the group.
All right. I think, can we just say that's a common sort of thing that you guys have with each other, that as soon as you say, I love you, gross. Because that's what happens in the Lebanon household. I love you, gross.
Totally fine with that. That's good.
Great. Cool.
So I'll say that I come back and Titian and Adeem and Nianth are all standing there.
Yeah.
Titian,
Where have you been?
I was meditating and then I got a call from my aunt that involves Ha Samal. I'm gonna look at Titian. Have you made a choice?
Yeah. I'm just gonna like look at everyone in the party. Grian, Nianth, Adeem. I imagine anyone else there. Well, have I kept you all waiting for a while on this, or?
No, but before I tell you what I need to tell you, know what you're gonna do first.
Alright. I mean, way to bear the lead, Grian, I guess.
To be honest, I've gotten 4 hours because Anthony and I were up all night. But
I'll be Grian. I got something I'm gonna tell you too, but it's not this, and I'm gonna hold on to it forever until you stop being a dumb face. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna pull out Codex from my side.
I think you see like Ianthe take a step back, like just on one side to get a little more defensive.
Yeah,
I think all of it's too good.
Yeah.
Adeem doesn't. He's got quick draw. He just stares at Titian.
there's a moment of Adeem like, do it. Freaking do it.
One of these days, Titian and Adeem are going to fight, and it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Will kick it
2
down.
healers. You guys will be fun. Maybe 3.
I'm going to take Codex, and I'm not even going to say a word. I'm not going to prolong this with speeches, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to take Codex, who I'm assuming is not talking, Joe.
Dude, I swear to God, I cannot roll above a 10.
It's okay. It's all good. And I'm just going to, in one, like, kind of graceful movement, I'm going to throw him down on the ground and then raise the hammer and then swing it right down on top of him.
Okay. You got it. Yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
All right. This is with Morden's hammer, and I'm two-handing it. Yeah. Okay, that'll be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. And I believe that will be 10 points of damage. That's all radiant. I believe. Or is it... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I should have read this earlier. Apologize. Oh, God. Shut up. D&D Beyond. This weapon replaces its bludgeoning damage for radiant damage. Okay. So, yeah, that was 10 points of bludgeoning damage. So, 10 points. Yeah. And then I'm going to smite it.
Smite it.
Just for a show. So that will be... Let's do it first.
I mean, there is a number you guys got to get to. So
yeah.
I'm just waiting
Well,
for
this
Titian to finish this. And then
This is more about the like show right now. So that will
Sure.
be a 2d8, I believe, on top of that.
Okay.
Unless does Codex count as undead or fiend?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then that'll be 3d8. That was 10 plus 6, 8. So 18 points of damage.
18 total.
18 total for
Okay.
for the first attack, Joe.
Okay, give me that second one.
If you want me to go ahead and do that, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm hogging the thing right now, but
we have to do like a lot of damage because I'm gonna spam some shit.
yeah. Second attack is only a 12.
A 12 will hit.
A 12 will hit. Sure.
Yes.
While Titian is doing this, I move close to him.
Okay.
Not aggressively.
Mm-hmm. That was a 3 plus 4. That's another 7 points of damage. And that one will just be no smite on that one. So that's a total of, what was that? I think I said 18
18 plus 7.
plus 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Should be 25. But all radiant damage too, which was in game shared that's what it's weak to.
Okay. Grian. This is kind of a weird point to actually turn this on, but there is a factor to this that could become a little tricky. Grian, roll me initiative. We'll say Matt if you want to roll for Ianthe, actually.
It's gonna be 9.
Boy.
Ianthe rolled a 21.
Good. Okay. It is Ianthe's turn. Looking at the list that I have here, just to simplify things here, I don't think she has anything other than her cantrip.
I mean, I think she would Sacred Flame. Let's not to waste her resources, but Sacred Flame is radiant damage.
Yeah, that's a cantrip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, is that the one you were looking at?
Yeah, I was just trying to see if there's something stronger. I don't think there is.
And we're still under the... Because we're under the disruption, any powers that come from something else are still weakened, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So everyone remembers, I have nothing radiant, so...
The fighter sits back and watches.
But I'm standing here doing a thing if something happens.
But you have quick draw.
I do.
Actually, Adeem, if you would like to... go ahead and roll me initiative anyways.
All right. No.
I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing anything else on Ianthe's spell list, Joe.
I don't either.
So
yeah, go ahead.
I think that's a 20 con save.
4, Joe. Just so
Okay, cool.
Actually, it's a 20. It's a 20 dex save.
And this this object does not have a will automatically fail dex saves. Can't move.
Cool. It says 3/8 points of damage.
Would she
You want me to
do
roll
something with her sorcery points to increase the damage, like double it or something?
Oh, good question.
I'll try to support my sister in this.
Yeah. Let me see.
Does she have
what would
double
that-
winning or something, or
What would that look like?
it would
They
be
have
under
toes.
sorcery.
Oh, wait a minute. Nope, because that's acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, thunder. Can't change to that. Nope. Twin spell would have to be two different creatures.
Oh shoot! Oh well. I tried.
Worth it. Worth the check-in.
I mean, 3d8 damage is not bad.
Sure.
I mean, from my standpoint, I'm also like to have good damage and not waste resources. That is at mine as well. It's an idea. Although when you roll bad, it's also not good.
I
That's
mean,
only 6
this
points of
this
damage.
creature connected with Ada. This creature, yeah. Wow, what happened? Connected with Ada, this creature could fuck up any one of you guys 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but right now we're just hitting a motionless compass on the ground.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now?
Right now. Yeah. That was 6 points of damage for Ianthe.
Okay. Boy. Okay. Yeah, it rolled. I think Grian, you said you rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. It rolled a 13. 1 second. Gotta find where this is supposed to be at. Okay. Need to make sure I use this spell correctly this time. Okay. This will be sent towards Titian. To be able to cast this spell, it needs to be able to roll above a 10. Which I have not been able to do. So 11 or higher. It's a nat 20. So the spell is being cast. I will say Ianthe is not here, but I think if Chelsea was here, Chelsea would absolutely say counterspell. Fair?
Yeah.
Fair.
I think that's fair.
So we'll spend that resource. So let's do that, because that's a pretty big spell to cast. I mean, this would be a terrible time to fuck you guys up, but... make a ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay, cool. This is... who wants to roll it?
Definitely not me.
I'll throw it out there.
No one wants me to roll.
I'm
I will
rolling
tell
for
you-
counters. I'm rolling for counterspell.
Rolling for counterspell. Yep, I will tell you. You have to roll 11 or higher.
Okay. Did not make it. Rolled an 8.
No modifiers?
That was with the modifiers. It had to be 11 or higher.
No, I mean, like, Ianthe doesn't roll with any modifiers.
Yeah, like
I was,
DC
I was
equals
counting
10.
modifiers.
Oh, okay.
I was doing
I
that
just-
so that Matt just could. So it's a. Ianthe had to roll a 16 plus their spellcasting modifier, which is a 5. So,
I assume that my maneuvers have to happen on my initiative.
unless there's anything that is reaction based.
That states, I'm assuming it's not reaction, and it just says, oh wait, hey, let me see. It says no action next to it. It doesn't say reaction. It says no
What is
action.
it?
Bait and switch. I want to get. I
wouldn't.
Titian so I can.
Yeah,
take
it wouldn't affect this because this is not an effect that would be based on the range of being pushed out.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because it's not a melee
Yep.
sort of thing.
I understand. Yep. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Titian, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, let me pull up that.
Please make this Titian.
DC's 20.
Oh my
DC is
God.
20 on Dex. Okay, you said Dex, correct?
Yep.
That's a fail with a 12. I do have inspiration though, for some reason. Is
Okay.
this the time to use it?
I would say this is the time to use it.
Okay. So I have a +6 to Dex using my inspiration. Shit. What the fuck? Well, that's another 12.
Is Titian possessed?
I don't think so.
Way worse. Okay.
Yeah, I think he used disintegration or something.
That's exactly what he used.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for clarification, this spell is 10d6 plus 40. If that is over Titian's, if this drops Titian to 0 hit points, Titian is disintegrated.
Joe, you can do this again.
There was a lot of checks in place. Had to roll above a 10, had to beat a counterspell, had to beat a dex save.
I have nothing I can.
On top of that, also, actually, I want to point out, had to beat initiative. Okay. How many d6 do I have?
Titian, what's your HP?
115. And I did not get temporary hit points because I don't think you gave them to me.
Mm-mm.
Morning.
Well, if you have 115 and it's 10d6 plus 40, he cannot go over your hit points. Because the maximum is 100.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Yeah,
I think I'm okay.
yeah.
So mathematically, you're okay.
It would be my luck. It would be my luck someone died on my first game.
Hey, Arla, do you know like that Leonin that you were like, hey, let's go find this guy. You're charged with finding this guy. He's just a pile of ash.
Dead.
To be fair, Arlo is an emissary of the Raven Queen, so
this reminds me of
I'll talk to you one way or
13
another.
plus 17, right? Is that time right? Yeah, 30. Plus 40. Titian, you can take 70 points of force damage.
to be fair, if this does happen, it could be a real fun campaign into the emissary to go get Titian back. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That's for sure. Do you guys remember? This reminds me of when Chris was like, when Grian was like trying to find his ring. Was like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Wild.
Okay. Yeah. So 70 points to Titian. So Titian, you hear for the first time, you start to hear different voices in your. Does Titian understand primordial? No.
Nope.
You hear this like dark. Actually, I would say this might actually be abyssal. This really
Thieves can't. I know it.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't be killing you in Thieves Can't. You hear this. You could hear the the vocalizations coming from a familiar voice of Codex, but the words you're not able to understand at all. Titian, as you feel you feel actually specifically where your scar, like where that kind of like mark is across your face. It feels like you're your the like center of your brain is being pulled apart from that area. As you are screaming in pain.
That's cool, Joe. That's really cool. That sounds. I mean, Grian was just talking about Vacation Bible Camp like 2 seconds ago.
Guys, hey, so anyways, actually, it's probably a good chance to say, hey, make sure you guys sign up for Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt, where we will be doing a lot more of that type of stuff.
You might run into Titian's ghost.
You might.
With its face ripped open. All right, here we go.
Great.
Okay, so Grian, you are up. I would say, Grian, you do see there is this like heavy, deep sort of green energy that seems to kind of spiral from the Codex towards Titian. I'm gonna roll perception checks for Eliane and what's her butt? Idris. 16 and 12. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's enough for both of them. They'll join the initiative in the next round.
Okay.
If they need to. We'll see. Grian, you're up.
Yeah, I am going to, because I'm exhausted. I think eyes flare, wings come out. I'll burn that as my bonus action. And then I'm going to roll for Guiding Bolt. And can I roll advantage? Because we can call him prone because he's on the ground and an object and can't move.
I'd say actually specifically no, because Guiding Bolt, if a creature was prone, you would have disadvantage.
Cool. Then I will just roll as it is.
DC's 10. I will tell you that, though.
Great. It's a 22 to hit.
Great. A hit.
And that's going to be 6d8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, Joe, can I ask a mechanics question while Brandon's, because this
Yeah,
also might have some. So Codex is lying on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Would you say that mechanically he's prone and we should be getting advantage on all attacks on him?
That's what I...
melee attacks, yeah.
Okay, just wondering.
14, 21, 26 plus wings give me plus 4. Yeah, so that's 30 points. And then if you'll also allow me to... It's going to be 30 points of radiant damage. And then if you'll allow me to use some of my stored sun magic, it's just 4 extra points of normal damage.
I'd allow that to be radiant in this case, yeah.
Cool. Then it'll be 34 points of radiant damage.
34 points of radiant damage.
Hold on. I think I messed that up. I rolled 6d8, not 8d6.
Got it.
Oy vey. Sorry, guys.
All good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I can't wait for it to be the same number.
I know. I'm like super excited. 10, 17, 18, 20. It's actually better. It's 28 plus 8, so it'll be 36 points of radiant damage.
36. Okay, cool. 36.
I'll keep that to the side because I'll do that again.
Words. 3. Okay, still up.
And it's radiant damage, so that was double. So we technically took 68 points, right?
No, 72.
Oof. 72. Shit. Okay. Does it look cracked at all? Does it look...
Yes, the compass looks cracked.
Cool. Great.
Adeem, technically is your turn.
I don't have any kind of radiant damage
Yeah.
at all.
Smash
Well,
that bitch with the hammer.
But
Even taking that moment of like just saying like in your turn, even like roleplay wise, like as you see Titian, you know.
Well, no. What I will do is I don't even ask Titian. I just stand in front of him, and my tattoos glow gold, and I do this, and water from the earth comes up around it, and it freezes. and the
Okay.
only thing Adeem can think of is I don't want it to roll away, and metal cracks easier when it's frozen. So I'll use my shape water to freeze the water around it and just bring it as cold as I can. And I can't do any damage to it otherwise, so it's now just sitting in a pool of frozen, a little pond of frozen water.
Beautiful.
Would this count
I
as
think
also grappled? And it's like,
I was gonna say, like, I think in this case, like, you're able to kind of lift it up a little bit up off the ground, which I'll say in that regard makes any attacks have advantage on it.
Cool.
As it's like in perfect, like it's like
Yeah.
T-ball, where it's just sitting
Yeah.
right there.
Can't do much, but I got some water.
Yeah.
So, and other than that, I will. I stand for Titian in case something comes out that I can parry or take a hit from.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Titian, I
When I
don't think
did
we
move
had.
Titian, I just stood in front of him,
Okay.
and I'm staying in front of him in such a way that he can still attack.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Yeah. So you're trying to like take a defensive stance, but allowing his strong arm to be able to kind of reach over you.
Yep.
Cool. Technically, Titian, you need to roll initiative. This would be a new round.
Okay.
I'll say you have advantage given the idea kind of started this round off. I think that makes sense.
I kind of always have advantage due to my boon.
Great.
double advantage.
I do. What do you want me to say? I do. I rolled
trying to give you something cool, and you're saying like, "Oh no."
You're just feeling bad because you tried to turn me into an ashtray. That's what it is. I roll this 17.
Look, I'm just trying to keep it interesting. Great. Cool. 17. Yeah, great. Yeah.
The Den Mother and Elliot.
Fuck me. Den Mother did roll a natural 19. God damn it! Now I gotta pull up her shit.
She can hold her turn to like right before he go. Right before Codex
I will
goes,
say this, Titian. If you want to put up a hand, Den Mother will stop because whatever she's going to use would expend her energy, which is very important right now.
I think she's much more useful to us as like suppressing Codex.
Yes.
So I would.
Yeah. Suppressing
Yeah.
the magic around, which is also Alyssa,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. So I would put a hand up to the walking magical Faraday box or whatever it's called.
Yes.
And like have them do that. Then is it my turn or am I? Oh, okay. I thought I rolled higher than what I just did.
Did she?
I think she rolled like a 19 or something, or 21 or something like that.
Yeah, she did roll really high.
Oh, she did. Okay, yeah. So
I rolled like a natural 19 for her, and that should be a 21.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it'll be Ianthe's turn.
Okay. I have given it a thought as to what she might do.
Cool.
And instead of doing damage, I think she would find more use out of trying to negate Codex. So, I'm thinking she would try to cast blindness on Codex.
Blindness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing is kind of important for spellcasters.
It is kind of important.
But, I mean, the question is, mechanically, does a compass see?
Right. That is the question. Your call?
I mean, he'd have to be able to target Titian.
Your call?
She might also heal Titian because Titian just took a lot of damage.
She could heal Titian too.
She could also Death Ward Titian, I will say, which may actually protect from another Disintegrate spell.
Would Death Ward protect against that?
I believe so. Let me check. Yes. So the first time the target would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, target instead drops to 1.
How would it work with my...
Because specifically, Disintegrate says that when the target drops to 0 hit points.
Sure. But then I also naturally have that, like, what is it that orcs have where they bounce back up to 1 hit point?
Yeah. I guess in my head, I always thought that worded differently, but I'll look that up.
It's just what Titian is. It's again part of my boon sort of thing, but
That was Orcish Fury, right?
I don't know what we called it because I wrote it after we discussed it like 3 years ago when we started the campaign. It's in my character sheet I think it's under feats or something, just to have it collected.
It's Relentless Endurance. That's what it is.
I feel like both those are good options.
Yeah, I don't feel like a healing spell. It would either be, I imagine, I think be smart enough to either do the Death Ward or like trying to like neutralize Codex so that we can keep hitting them. It would be a 20. It would be a 20.
I would say in this regard, in the lieu of like whether or not to cast this spell, I would say that Death Ward is different than what Relentless Endurance does. Because it is also very weirdly worded, where it says when you are reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright. And weirdly, you would be reduced to 0 hit points and then killed outright.
Sure, I get that. Okay. I will say, because I'm trying to play her, I actually sent her a quick text too, just to get her thoughts.
If it helps, like I could survive a disintegrate spell. Adeem
Yeah.
could maybe survive it, and then you would not.
Yeah. I think she just texted me back. Death Ward.
Cool.
She'll do a Death Ward.
You got it.
So that's 4th level Death Ward. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, nothing to roll on that. Okay. So you feel that sort of moment of like, I'll say Ianthe, like given that sort of like thing of like Ianthe just kind of like looking at you, and you see with all of the like looks and sort of like, for lack of a better word, like the microaggression sort of moments that she's given you of like trying to figure out like, can you get your shit together? Like, what are you doing to us? That like, all of that seems to maybe melt away in this moment as Ianthe is just looking at you and just mouths the words, "You got this."
Oh, that's so sweet. I feel like roleplay wise, it's the first time Titian has, in a minute, like since there's been a little bit of conflict, it's the first glimpse of like being able to rejoin the party.
Yeah.
So great. Okay. Well then, with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm guessing it's my turn because you were about to have me go.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack Codex with my hammer, and you said that was with advantage because he's on the ground.
Correct. He's Adeem is. I would say Adeem is giving you advantage in this case with the.
Cool. Okay, so that will be a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Cool. And I'm done fucking around here. So that will be with a second level smite, which is 4d8. And then you said plus an additional 1 because they are undead. So I will have to. Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Imagine how hard this would have been if Ianthe didn't roll the nat 20 to understand that. Because I believe it was a nat 20 that determined that Codex is undead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. So that's 11 plus... Oh, God. 11 plus...
I can actually look it up.
23... 28... 31... 35 points of damage.
35 doubled would be 70.
70.
Correct.
Okay,
So
Titian. How do you want to do this?
Oh, great. That was only my first attack too. I feel like Chelsea's watching and she's squeaking in the background. To go off of Adeem's support, I feel like with the freezing cold, Titian then like puts his arm like just slightly around Adeem and like he swings the hammer down and it just sort of and like shatters into like a just sort of like a frozen mist. Think of the Terminator 2 with the one android, and you just sort of see like this little fizzle out of it, and just like that, there was nothing.
Okay. So that happens. The pieces, the metal pieces, everything that was connecting to holding Codex in the being that is named Codex. There's a moment when you see that split apart. You see this shadow of a figure, thin, barely humanoid. It's just a shadow, like as if a shadow is being cast on the ground, but it's almost like two-dimensional in the air. And Titian, you hear this voice. At least I'll be going to a place that will still exist a time from now. Anything you say back to?
Let's see, you find your way without your compass, you son of a bitch.
And with that, you see the figure just dissipate. And you see like Dead Mother's hand, like kind of like tracking it as it's going, just to make sure. And it seems that Codex is gone. Okay, that was enough excitement for one day for me. I'm gonna go back to bed. Good job. Looks like that axe came in handy.
Yeah. Thanks, Grandma. I mean, Dead Mother.
Good boy. Okay, Elian, help me back up. You see Elian immediately kind of bring Dead Mother you just back to the cave, leaving you all alone once again. I will say you see Alyssa kind of like peering from behind the cave. The other cave, excuse me. Sorry, that's actually really confusing for Caden. There are two caves, one for Elian and Alyssa, and one for Dead Mother Udris.
In my hand, I have two caves.
In my hand, I have two.
So
caves.
we are the campaign of caves. Did Joe tell you
So
that?
Yeah, no, I didn't
there's-
hear that.
So there's
Cave
27
explorers.
caves. 15
Right.
of them go down into
Right.
the earth.
And each of them relate to a moon.
One.
God damn
What
it.
one? That was better than the joke I had.
Hey, Caden.
Yeah.
One moon, man.
Sure.
No matter what they say.
All right. I'm gonna turn as Alyssa's peeking through, and I'm not gonna acknowledge them just yet because I got business to deal with right now.
Sure.
I think I see Adeem, and I think I see Grian. I'm assuming there's.
So yeah, probably.
Do what?
I'm standing right in front of you.
Yeah. I'm assuming y'all are still in kind of battle positions in some way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm going to, with Adeem standing in front of me. Is Adeem facing me, or is he?
No. He's got his
No.
back completely to you, no weapons drawn. He was controlling the water.
Perfect. If Adeem is no longer fighting, I want to physically take Adeem. I want to turn him around and then just give him a big old hug.
I love that.
Adeem. What's going through his head right now, Joe, is when he didn't realize it was his father, and he threw the water out.
Yeah.
Adeem relaxes a bit and gives you a hug back.
Oh.
Both of you take inspiration for that.
Okay, thank you. He doesn't say anything, but he hugs you back, and it does. It's not forced.
Okay. I will just whisper in Adeem's ear. Thanks, brother.
Adeem hugs back a little tighter. And when he pulls away, you can see he's crying a little bit.
Good.
Good.
She's just going to look at Adeem, but with the tears in it, but sweaty combat, huh? Like, fucking sweat in the eye.
I grab Titian's arm, and I wipe my face with his fur. But then I dry it.
Yeah. All right. Grian, you said you had a message or a letter to.
I think I look at Titian, not necessarily emotionless. I need to know that you're level-headed right now. I need to know that this is done.
I mean, you just saw me kill a haunted compass. I don't know how much more level-headed I could be in this situation.
This is Ianthe. That's it. That's all you get.
Nice.
I think like she's trying to say something and just like.
I mean, we have 10 ghost guards that are pretty gung-ho to help us take down Ha Samal. You've been pretty gung-ho to take down Ha Samal. I need to know that whatever that is done.
What are you talking with Codex?
With the idea of the need to have the power with Codex, all of that, I just need to know that that's done.
Well, you just saw me kill him with this big old hammer. How much more done do you want it to be?
I know that Codex is done, but I need to know that the power play that's been going on over the past couple days is done.
I got swept up. I'm not proud to say that I got a little carried away with the idea. I felt like we were slipping away from each other, and I was grasping at what the next thing might be. But I kind of came to realize that it wasn't slipping away as much as I was pushing it. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Then it's a great time to let you know that if we're going to do this, it's going to be soon because your people are slipping. They're pulling back all their troops. Whatever's happening with your afterlife is getting way more serious than it was in Dare's Wharf. And if we're going to jump, it's going to have to be soon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should probably preface this. I had got a message from Ida, and she kind of explained everything that was happening. Sorry, preface that first.
Oh yeah,
My
no,
bad.
that makes.
I was
sense.
trying to be serious, and I'm exhausted, and I forgot to tell you that. I apologize.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's no, I appreciate you. So Ida shared that the roars retreating back to the city because
Yeah.
of what Missing's doing.
Yeah,
Did
they're
Ida
pulling all their
mention-
people out from their expansion project, is what she called it.
Well, they're always expanding. That's what. Yeah.
Well, they're not now. They're shrinking, I guess.
How does Eda know that?
I guess she's got someone on the inside feeding them information. I don't know the name of the other person, but one of them was Arlo. I don't know much else other than that. Oh, and he has an extremely long name, but just goes by Arlo.
Arlo is
Mhm.
their connection. Is he a member of the Compass or?
That's a great question.
As the member of the Compass, yeah. Do you know him or?
I like if they're a member of the Compass, I don't know, but I think that they're in Ha Samal, helping to feed information.
So this Arlo's getting information from the Raw?
It sounded like there might be a network, sort of like one person says something and the other person says something, and it gets back to her. I don't think it's...
I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. How would there be some? How would they be getting met? Like, Titian, with all due respect, the few moments it felt like that we were there, it was pretty clear that if you're not Leonin, you're not in with the Raw.
No, that's exactly how it is.
I mean, Ida said that, you know, there might be people there that are unhappy with how the Roar treat them. And if you kick a dog long enough, they're going to bite.
So the resistance is brewing? What would you say?
Titian, roll me a religion check. This would be culture.
Religion check. Alright. Not good at religion. Rolled an 8 for religion.
I'll give you advantage. This is your culture, so yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Cool. Okay, roll a 13.
Great. In the precedent set of the things that are bad about the Roar and the things that are good about the Roar, one of the more interesting things that you can think of is what is more likely that there is someone who is not that there's someone who is not Leonin that has been trusted with this information, or that maybe there are members of the Roar that are not happy with how it is. I think Titian, you with the 13 is just enough to say, like, there's a moment of hope there and fear, because that means that this takeover might need to be a little more careful and not taking out the innocent or the ones that are wanting to be on your side.
Sure. Alright. So we're going to Ha Samal now then.
I did mention to her that we do have one thing to take care of first. And I'm going to look over towards the cave if Alyssa's still peeking out.
Mm-hmm. Full on. Yeah, I can go to Ha Samal. Sorry, I was listening.
I
mean, you guys were talking. You guys weren't quiet. Tissue, are you crying?
Yeah. It's okay to cry.
Tissue was crying. And you see Ianthe, like you see Alyssa like kind of like elbowing Ianthe, and Ianthe going, "Yeah, sad idiot."
Alright.
I'm gonna look back at the group, and I don't know if they can stay here with what's happened. And I don't know where we can bring them that might be safe.
What about Raven's Rock? We know it's empty.
Like the town, or
Well, what about the city underneath?
the city in the mountain with all the ghosts? And Grian's gonna think about it for a second and be like, I don't know if that would bother them.
The ghost?
Yeah, I really heard that.
Yeah, I think the ghosts were gone once we cleansed the place. I think it's okay there. And even if it's
Maybe we
not,
should-
Den Mother, Elian, come on.
So maybe we check it out first and make sure it's okay, and to send them there.
I'm not afraid of no ghosts.
Okay, Dan Aykroyd.
Should be.
Perhaps, yeah. Maybe we park them in Raven's Rock, or even that top entrance that we came out of when we first left, and then we go investigate, and then get them set up nice and cozy so they can wait out the what's coming. We could even check in with the kingdom down there as well.
Yeah. God, I forgot about them. Yeah, let's just, maybe we should run it by Den Mother, and just run it by Den Mother and make sure that is an okay option for her.
Yeah.
And maybe see if this Arlo contact can make it out of the city and meet us.
I don't think we're ever going to meet Arlo. I think that's just
Pipe. Yeah, I know pipe dreams are hard.
Why do we
but
need to meet someone named Arlo?
They know information that we might need.
Can I just go with you guys? Honestly, it's pretty much a bore here.
no, Alyssa. You need to stay here with Dead Mother. It's for
Okay.
it's for the greater good.
All right. And she's not going to be able to hold me forever.
Is that a threat? Are you?
What?
I look at Alyssa when she says that, and I just say, never, ever wish that your parents can't hold you. Or
Can
your
I make
family can't hold you. And I'll walk away a little bit.
Can I make a check to see if that was her?
Sure. What check you want to make?
Adeem doesn't care. It's like, no.
It hit a whole other level for Adeem, yeah.
Yeah. That was...
Would Arcana count? Because it's magic.
Sure.
Or magical being. Cool. I get nothing. It's a 7.
You see a innocent smile.
Hopefully that got through to her a little bit. As I step away, though, I am going to do something when I step away.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I don't leave. I just step away.
Okay. Is it okay if we just off camera real quick check, make sure it's okay with Den Mother? That's a plan.
I can go check.
I'll come with you. Okay. I'll go.
I don't think you want to be in it. It reeks.
I've had worse, trust me.
Well, I mean, it's not very polite to, go into a lady's space. All right, okay, I'll go bring her out. I'll go bring her out. Den Mother! You see, actually, I'm going to roll. No, I'm not going to roll. Caden, roll me a d20 for Den Mother's current status.
16.
Okay, not bad. Cool. You see Elian kind of holding Den Mother's hand as Den Mother kind of comes out and just... Yes?
We were talking about maybe finding a new place for you guys to be safe. I know we discussed Massetti, but we don't think that might be a good idea. A safe enough idea. There's a city within a mountain that might be able to hold you guys until...
You see, she seems to be like listening, but she's also looking past you, looking at the surroundings. Okay. Always have to be okay with letting go. Yes, I trust you.
The only thing is we can go check it out first and come back for you, which might take a day, or we can all go together.
What do you think we're going to find out?
Either a large empty village, town really, or a caved-in pile of rocks.
Great. Neither are going to be things that I need to worry about. If you need to send us there, that's where we'll go. But I don't need you checking to see if everything's okay.
Then do you guys want to go? I ask the party.
Oh, I'll say. I think Den Mother, you're just assuming that you're typing. Get your things. Go.
I'll call back over my shoulder. Give me a second.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll cut to Adeem.
I just want to reach out through my ring and be like, "Hello, who am I speaking with?" Because if I forget this, it'll be bad.
I mean, your favorite.
Well, depending on how you say that, it could be Serene or Ashar. Oh, okay.
I mean, my favorite, but it's fine.
Yes. Has there been...
Yes, both Anthony and I are safe, and the danger with the possession seems to be averted. So, please do whatever it is that you do in your kingdom. But I appreciate you wanting to come and help us.
You know, if there was... There should be no reason for you to not accept my help if needed.
Adeem was literally quiet for a very long time. And he says, "I'm having a really hard day. there are 19 years worth of reasons and one meeting why it's hard for me to reach out to you for help. I'm working on it on my end. I'm hoping that you're working on it on yours. And that's as honest and forthright as he can be without being a bitch.
I didn't roll it in the box. I wanted to show you what I got.
Oh, so Adeem's just gonna get angry again. Okay.
I do think like it was the question is whether or not he links to that or he links to the other thing. I'm sorry today's been hard. You know that it is very likely it'll only get harder. I understand that there are reasons and feelings in the way. But I am very much wanting to help regardless. Someday I'm going to roll a nat 20, Jack, I promise.
But I'm level 20. So, Adeem listens to him and waits to make sure he's done. And just, I will take you at your word. And Adeem's feeling really broken right now after that thing with Titian. And so he'll end it with, I just wish I felt comfortable calling you Dad. And he turns and comes back to the party. And he doesn't turn off the connection. Like, if Ashar wants to say something, he will. He's not, like, cutting it off. But that's Adeem opening up a little bit and not being a complete dick. But he didn't say it with dick.
There's a party that's waiting for, I think there's like a little bit of Adeem of like going like, I want
There's a lot of
an acknowledgement. Yeah.
There's a lot of Adeem waiting for that. It never comes.
And there's a whole other side of the like empathy of like recognizing how difficult of a situation this would be for Ashar to kind of work through, considering.
Well, yes. Also, I know things that Adeem doesn't. So
yeah. Like I don't think Adeem recognizes that at all.
Not at all.
So as you're, I think the silence is deafening.
Yeah, and Adeem takes that silence as he's going to. But Adeem also walks back to the party feeling proud of himself for saying that and not being an asshole.
Hell yeah.
So when he walks back, he's standing up a little taller than you've seen him standing in a while. It's only slight, but he walks back like, okay, I'm ready.
Beautiful. It doesn't take Udris and Eliane and Alyssa long to pack. There's just not a lot left.
I think as they're gathering their stuff and coming out, I'm gonna look at Titian, who has his ring of sending. Titian, if you wouldn't mind reaching out to Her Majesty, just maybe let her know we're coming. And in all honesty, they've guarded a rod before. I'm sure they might be willing to do it again.
Who?
the Spider Queen person
Yeah,
that we met a
Oh.
long time ago.
Mhm.
Are we
Is
going,
it the Queen
I
of
say
War?
you want to go down?
are
It
we
doesn't
going,
have to.
we're going that deep in? We're not going into ore. We're only
No,
going-
no, but like if she and like my thought process is like if we're putting this powerful being into the mountain, they might sense it. Like,
I see. So like
Yeah.
checking in, just like let you know.
yeah, just like I put this bomb next to you, just don't mind it. But that's my thought
That's true.
process. It's just to let her know. And then I'm gonna look around. It doesn't have to be right now. But I'm gonna look around and just ask if everybody's ready to go.
Actually, almost. I'll send one more thing to Ashar. And it's just as a quick quip to say, I really need to be able to read the prophecies somehow as soon as possible. And I just, because that might take time for me to get that to Zareen and get it to me or something. And I'll let just that.
You're saying you need to read the prophecy. Is that what you said? You kind of
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's been skipping for me a lot tonight. Yeah, I really need to be able to read the prophecy that Zareen was showing me before I left. I don't know. So
you do. You do hear your father respond. Those scripts are highly forbidden for normal citizens to.
I am the script. And I don't think I'm normal. I need to read those.
Fair enough. I will. I will figure that out on my end.
I think I and the entire prime material plane would appreciate that. Since I know how he feels. I say that because I know how he feels about it. Like, I'm not just asking this to be selfish. I'm trying to do what he wants. Like, without saying anything that would give things away.
Till we meet again.
Hopefully soon. I'm really just gonna throw it at him.
God.
While Adeem is feeling soft and malleable, he's just gonna hit him with all the nice stuff.
Yeah, might as well now. Yeah. Cut to a shard, just like
do it.
full weeping.
Good.
Like he has one of his servants come in, like, sir, what's wrong? What's happening? Get out.
Good.
Okay.
Before we go, I will send that message because I feel like it'll be too late if we do it afterwards. So
yeah.
But yeah. I don't remember their name, Joe. So I'm just gonna talk kind of broadly.
I don't remember their name either. I have to look it up.
Charlotte, Your Majesty.
Jesus.
Well, you said they were a spider
Caden.
person, Joe.
Hey, Caden, it definitely wasn't Charlotte. I'll tell you that right now.
I think it might have been. It might have been Charlotte. I
it
think
was
I
Charlotte.
remember. I think I remember explicitly that it was Charlotte.
Yeah, so many notes that you were given, but that one,
Yeah,
you know for
yeah.
sure.
They had a web that said some pig on it, and it was just
God
like the talk
damn
of
it.
town.
It was in bold letters on top. Like,
My teacher was sick that day, so that's what we got to do instead of homework.
I hate it.
No, I'll jump into it. Your Majesty, we're going to be coming soon to your neighborhood and delivering some people who are important to us in your area, not your kingdom, but nearby. They're quite magical, so you might feel their presence, but they mean you no harm. We wanted to make you aware. With gratitude, Titian. Did not count that number at all.
Zaraneth was her name.
That's close to Charlotte.
Close enough.
I'd say damn near impeccable.
Yeah.
In
Notably not.
I guess with that, unless she responds right away, I will pull out the key, and I am going to portal us all into the city in the mountain, in the Hollow Mountain. And if you'll allow me,
Are you doing it?
oh, go
Are
ahead.
you doing it there?
Not
Are you doing it there, or Raven's Rock?
You're going to Raven's Rock. You're not going to Or.
So Raven's Rock is like, it's like the outer town above the mountain.
Raven's Rock is the dwarf city that is
within the mountain.
basically the summit and within and the mountain, but it's not inside the mountain.
I guess we'll make this clear. I was thinking the city inside the mountain because it's protected magically. So there's the dwarven city in the mountain, and then the city outside the mountain.
Okay, so it's truly been 2 years, but Raven's Rock was actually kind of like split. So there are people that went underneath, there are people that went above.
Mm-hmm.
The people that went, I mean, there's not a lot of resources down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's in a mountain.
I'm gonna take us to
Raven's Rock for now. It's
I'm gonna take us to Raven's Rock, and we'll talk about
go to the base, and then go from there.
So I'm gonna take the key out, and I'm gonna portal us to Raven's Rock. And if you'll allow me to do this, as we each pass through the portal, and as we kind of pull out from there, I'd say that the camera turns, and while everyone else is getting ready, you'll see what Grian did during it, and it'll just say, it'll say, Prisha, all you have to do is call. And then it'll sign NM. So in case she makes it there.
One by one. I'll walk through. We see the portal fade out. And this scrap of land. It's left bare. And we fade to black. And then we fade back in. The candlelight dancing along a wall as we see the shadow of a figure sitting in quiet meditation. Arlo, what are you up to?
So, I think the door was it a door that Maya closed, or was it just something blocking this entrance to this room?
There's a closed door, and that's it.
If at all possible, could he had taken a moment and carved the symbol of the Raven Queen into the door as a protective seal for himself?
You absolutely can. You should make that sigil on the door. I'll say we see that kind of passing over in the candlelight. See that kind of marking.
Right. I imagine he's in the center of the room in a very meditative pose with his legs crossed, his hands sitting open palmed on his knees. I believe his eyes are closed, and he's taking in all of the voices he may be hearing, all of the roars he may be hearing, He's taking it all in as he casts divination.
Okay. What does your divination spell look like?
I imagine his left eye glows a very vibrant, like pale grayish blue, like that matches his hair. I believe certain parts of him turn that blue, and he floats just barely off the ground. Like the spirits themselves are lifting him up to help with this. And as he does, all the flames of the candles brighten just ever so slightly and then go back to normal. And then he'll just... Mother, I don't know if you were here with me. But the path I walk, do I continue on it? Or am I stepping too far? And then he'll just let the voices and roars take over again.
As you call out, for the matron, you hear the sounds, ravens, familiarity mixing in with this new. It's only been a few weeks since you've been hearing these voices, but it's incessant. Now hearing them both together, there's... The sound is almost just too much to bear, but you're able to talk through it, hoping that she's hearing you. As you wait for a response, you see the light, the candle, suddenly go out. And that will end tonight's session. See you guys next week.